Hello, and welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes with Freed. I'm your host, Michael Freed. I'm a litigation partner in the matrimonial and family law firm of Berkman, Botker, Newman, and Shine, with offices in New York City and Westchester. Today, my special guest is Lorraine Salvo, and Lorraine is the head of financial planning at Palisade Capital Management in New Jersey. So Lorraine, welcome to 5 Minutes with Freed.
Thank you so much, Michael. It's so nice to be here.
So Lorraine, can you tell us what is Palisades Capital Management and what are your duties with the company?
Sure. So Palisade Capital Management is a registered investment advisor. We're a wealth management firm, and we're independent from a bank or a broker-dealer. So we can really be fiduciaries for our clients and act objectively with our advice. We were established in 1995, but we actually have a history that goes even beyond that before the firm was officially created. And we serve institutions and individuals. I work on our private wealth side, on our individual side, and families. And, I was really hired to create a process and an offering around financial planning. So, given that our firm has been around for so many years, really our expertise has been investing.
Lorraine, you know that I'm a matrimonial and family law attorney. When would my clients most often require your services?
Sure. So I'm a certified financial planner, and I'm also a certified divorce financial analyst. I'm actually a divorced person myself. And, I think, honestly, working with women who are going through divorce or who have been through divorce, and they've relied on, kind of in a traditional relationship, they've relied on their husband to make the primarily investment decisions. And then they come out of this divorce with a settlement and really no direction, no idea who they can trust, which way to go, how they're going to do this. And I, as a fiduciary and really an advocate for women, I love just aligning myself with them and trying to empower them and say, okay, let's see where you're at. And, there's going to be good news and bad news and everything in between. And let's just get a handle on it. And, even if it's a bit of a tough situation, I think that it just, because it brings clarity, it really helps to empower these women and just feel like, okay, at least I know where I'm at. Now I know the steps or at least let's decide, right? Let's just discover together the steps to get,
Sure.
to make it look better.
Sure. And what do you find is your challenges in your line of work?
I would say the biggest challenge, Michael, is inertia. I speak to so many clients in introduced planning, and folks say, "Oh, that sounds great. Oh, I'd really like to do that." They kind of see the end goal there in sight, but getting there can be tough because there's some data collection. I try to make it as painless as possible, but it does require some homework, so to speak, on their end.
Lorraine, what would be the best way for a prospective client or other professional to contact you?
Sure. Well, I'm happy to provide my contact info, but I can certainly be reached through Palisade Capital Management. I'm on LinkedIn, and my email is lsalvo@palcap.com.
That's great. Great. Well, Lorraine, we've now come to the most important part of the show, and that is the question of the week. So, Lorraine Salvo, this is your question of the week. If you could create one reality TV show and it was guaranteed to air, what show would you want to put on television?
I am a big reader. I was actually an English major in college, and I love a good mystery. So I love the idea of getting some cold cases and dusting those off with a couple of amateur sleuths and having, one or two or three teams coming up with new leads, new information to try to solve these cold cases, and maybe one case per season, and you follow it along and try and figure out where they end up. And sometimes they'll solve it and sometimes they won't. But in either case, hopefully they'll start solving some of these cold cases that are out there and bring families some peace of mind too.
I love it. You should copyright that, and so you don't lose that. But
We'll have to pitch.
that was a great answer. And Lorraine Salvo, you've said it all. You are helping people with their finances one day at a time. And I want to thank you for being a wonderful guest on 5 Minutes with Freed.
Michael, thank you so much for the opportunity.